in case you didn't know, and I think millions of Americans already do, it's a retail bonanza, and sometimes it's sort of a microcosm of how the shopper is feeling, how consumers are feeling, how voters are feeling. Right now, Amazon stock up about 34 cents to about $193 a share. It's had a torrid run of late. Alan Nuckman following all of that, because this really is, if you think about it, how the strength of the consumer, that he or she might be inclined to buy a lot of these goods on these prime days, but slap it on plastic. What do you make of that?
Well, people are feeling better across the board, and I'm all about performance. And what we've seen here is stock market performance and price performance. Corporations are making, obviously, record profits, and now they're starting to spill over to people psychologically, which is very positive. You know me, I'm an optimism wins guys. If you look at Amazon as a trade or an investment, it's already up 140% off its lows that we had in the last market sell-off. So we've seen a surge, and it's up 44% over 1 year. So how much more upside is there? You would never say to not, participate or belong Amazon, but I think there's better areas of risk reward. I think what we've unlocked here in the last week is resources and energy stocks have no burden. They have nothing to hold them back, and they have the best risk reward and actually low PEs. If you look at XLE, the price to earnings ratio for the energy sector is 8. So those stocks are a very, very good value, but you have to choose. Do you want the horse that's been running and leading the race, or do you want somebody that's kind of lagging behind that has a lot of upside potential to play catch up?
So real quickly, how do you see things go? The Dow is easily at a record here. A lot of that money coming out of technology. I don't know how long that lasts, and it could be a one-day shift, but what do you make of that?
Right. Well, the Dow is only 30 stocks, and it's priced by share price, not by market cap. So it's not a fair barometer of the market. The NASDAQ obviously is still very, very strong, and there are a lot of stocks that need to participate instead of just the leaders. And so you want to see the rotation, but what I saw last week was a great example of a strong market in the fact that you had some profit taking and a pullback in tech last week of a couple percent, and guess what? Everybody bought right back in, and that's when you see how the markets react from any time they have some action. But I'm still looking at S&P 6,000. There's still a lot more upside if you simply take the distance of that 2022 drop, add it to that old top. That's what S&P 6,000 adds up to. And there's nothing holding back the markets at this point.
Well, I'll tell you this, my friend, you were bullish when nobody was, and looking at these numbers in a way that nobody else was. So we'll see what happens. Alan, good seeing you again.
Thank you.
All right, 2 quick things I wanted to let you know. A verdict has been reached in the Bob Menendez bribery trial.